Hey guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm going to be giving you my wrap-up for January 2017. So this month I read 12 books. I'm going to start with the comics and manga, and then I'm going to go with the full-length novels, so let's get started. So the main 3 comics that I read, and I read a couple others, but the 3 central comics that I read this month, I read the entire Amikami Girls 3-volume series, Volume 1, Volume 2, The Rise of the Brainiac, and Volume 3, Earth in Crisis. As a whole series, I would give them about 3 out of 5 stars, but I would give them about 4 stars each. As a series, it did not tie together super well, but they were all entertaining, and I loved seeing just the girls. So, definitely a fun series to check out. I also read Buffy the High School Years, Freaks and Geeks. This is a short comic. It's basically like reading a single episode of Buffy, and it was really fun. Definitely if you're a Buffy lover, these are cool to check out. They're a little expensive for how much you get. This is 72 pages for $11, but I did pick it up on sale. If you have a chance to pick it up on sale, I would pick it up. Otherwise, give it your own discretion. I would rate this about a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not the best, but definitely an interesting look into another episode of Buffy. And the last graphic novel I read was Paper Girls, Volume 1. This is very interesting. I don't want to say anything because going into it, it's not what you expect. And I did not expect it to end up being what it was. It's not my favorite. It's very confusing. I will continue the series because it was really fun, and the cliffhanger at the end was fabulous. I would actually give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm just deducting 1 star for confusion because there were some confusing aspects. However, the characters were confused as well, so that kind of adds to the believability of it. But yeah, so now on with the manga. So, this month in manga, I read Bloom Into You by Nakatini Neo, and this is a LGBT shoujo manga, and this is about a girl who yearns for the day someone can give her a love confession, but when 2 people finally do, she doesn't feel it. It's very interesting, and I liked it a lot. I would rate this a 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because I'm not sure it was a full 5-star read, but I am definitely going to pick up the rest of the series. Next, I read Orange, The Complete Collection, Volume 1 by Ichijo Takano, I believe. This is a 5-star book. This is so amazing. Again, I'm not going to say much about it because of spoilers, but it is basically about a girl who receives a letter telling her to save a boy's life. And interesting and beautiful manga-ing ensues from there. I also read Sweetness and Lightning Volume 1 by Jido Amagakuri, I believe. This is about a young man whose wife has recently died and left him with his young daughter. And he ends up going to a student's restaurant, and they end up cooking meals together like once a week. It's so sweet. It's sugary sweet and adorable, and I love it. I definitely, again, another 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is adorable, and I can't wait to read more. And the last manga I read this month was Princess Jellyfish Volume 1 by Akiko Higashimura. I'm gonna get more used to saying the names of Japanese artists, but I am not currently there. This is about a girl who ends up meeting a fashionista, and hijinks ensue. I can't say a ton more about this because the first chapter has a bit of a twist in it, and it's just really good. I loved this, and I already ordered the second one, so yeah. Okay, so now on to the novels that I read this month. I got 3 novels completed. It's not much, but I was at the very end of a reading slump, so you gotta cut me a little slack. So 2 of the novels were actually for school, and those were Christy by Catherine Marshall. This is actually really beautiful. It is about a girl who goes up into the mountains of Tennessee to teach children. and it's kind of her experience going from like a white collar life to the bizarre, dirty world. It's very fascinating. Definitely highly recommend. I give it 4 out of 5 stars because it was just a little too religious-y for me to really recommend it to everyone. The other book that I read for school and absolutely loved was The Hired Girl by Laura Amy Schlitz. This is inspired by the author's grandmother's diaries, and it is about a 14-year-old girl who has to run away from home and gets hired as a hired girl, as basically a maid for a Jewish family. It's about her embracing her Catholicism and also understanding other religions, as well as just about her growing up, and it's really a good book. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this, especially if you love historical fiction. And lastly, I read Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst. This book was so amazing. It was an LGBT novel about princesses and political intrigue and magic, and highly recommend if you're into any of what I've just mentioned. 5 out of 5 stars all the way. All the way. It is also standalone, so if you are kind of looking for a one-off fantasy, which there aren't very many of, this is a great option. I loved this and highly recommend it. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below and tell me if you want a review for any of these. I am definitely so excited for all of the books that I've read this month. Really great reading month, and I hope next month can be even better. All I know is that I can't wait to see y'all next week. So bye, humans.